In this video we're going to take a look at the bridge and the final verse of Overs. We left the previous verse on the little rundown from the third string open, fourth string, third fret to second fret. Very short. And then on time we go into this strummed passage on the bridge. It's only three chords. You've got C major 7 as we've seen it before, F major 7, which is just a normal F chord, not a barred F chord, but a normal F chord, but without this finger lying down. It opens up the first string. And G6 brings this shape up 2 frets. Those are the three chords. And he simply goes C major 7, down, and then you see on your tab it says strings 5 and 4, but actually what this is a little touch of the chord anywhere. And I tend to be either damping those strings by relaxing the chord shape or even taking the fingers off and touching open strings. So it's a strum of the chord and then some kind of touch. Then to the next chord, F major 7, do the same thing. G6, do the same thing. F major 7, do the same thing. So that phrase goes from C major 7, it's bar 25. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it repeats. With the vocal, time is tapping on my... Now on the word forehead, back comes the picking. Make a C chord, or at very least make the 5th string 3rd fret. You're going to come down 5th string 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, and at that point make an A minor 7 chord, A minor without the 3rd string finger, and out of that chord play 4, 3, and then you want the 6th string 3rd fret. It's a 3-beat bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and... Makes more sense with the vocal, which you'll see when I put it back together with the vocal in a moment. Now you want D7 over F sharp, the same way we played it before, although this time if you prefer you don't actually need the 1st string finger. Play 6, 3, 2, and then have this, keep the finger shape the same and have the thumb drop back to the 1st string. And out of this shape, 6, 3, 2, 3. It's just a straight F. In fact, if you prefer you could make an F chord here. Okay, from the previous bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and now those 2 bars repeat. I'm going to go through the rest of the bridge before I put this back together with the vocal. E minor. Come all the way up the chord, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 6, 3. Notice that after bars 25 and 26, which are swung, none of the rest of this bridge is swung. The song continues to drift in and out of swung and straight tempos, which is why it has that very fluid, let's say improvisational sense to it. So the E minor not swung, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then this phrase at bar 32. Now it starts with the bookends phrase, if you've seen the lesson on that one. The 4th and 2nd strings at the 3rd fret, pinch 4 and 2, 3 and 1 open, then you want 1 at the 1st fret, 3 at the 2nd fret, pinch 3 and 1, without the other 2 fingers moving, because now you're going to come back and play strings 4 and 2 again. I'm fascinated by the way he uses this phrase all over the Bookends album, as if it's a thematic thing drifting through all the songs. In Bookends it's going, time it was, of course. And in Old Friends it's going, sat on there. But here he uses it for wonder. You wouldn't even recognize it's the same phrase. And he follows it, keeping the ring finger where it is on the 4th string, with a half bar of the 1st, 2nd and 3rd strings at the 1st fret. 4 and 3, 2, 1, 3. It's an F minor chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and straight rhythm. Now that's the bridge. Once you come to bar 33, you're back to the normal verse again. Let me play back through the whole of the bridge. It's tapping on my forehead, hanging from my mirror, rattling the teacups, and I wonder. Immediately after that F minor chord, strum the C major 7 chord at the beginning of verse 3. Verse 3 is very similar to the previous verses, at least for the first few bars. We start with the strum of C major 7, and then anything on the chord. This is really part of a strum, so you can just sort of touch the chord anywhere. Then C sharp diminished 7. This is that tricky change, you know, where you've got the chord that you saw at bar, all the way back at bar 1 in fact, but you've got to make the whole chord immediately because you're going to strum it and then again touch it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And again you've got to make that F6 chord very quickly. This one I don't strum, play 4, 3, 2 and 1 with fingers, 3 and 2, no, sorry, 4 and 3. F minor 6 leaves the ring and little fingers where they are at the 3rd fret and has the rest of the fingers come away, and the index finger forms that bar for the F minor chord, but the little finger is still there. That's F minor 6. 4 and 3, 2, 1, 3. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. The 6-beat bar of C major 7 is as it was at bar 16. Slide down to the 2nd fret there is bar 36, where we play the same thing we played before. Now bar 37 through to bar 40 are the same as they were in the other verses. So I'm going to come back now and play from bar 33 with the vocal, and then we'll look at the final 3 bars. It's really the final 2 bars, which is the end of the song and is a little bit different. How long can I delay? We're just a habit like saccharin, and I'm habitually feeling kind of blue. But each time I try on the thought of leaving you, Now, stop is the next word, and on stop you just want the 5th string at the 3rd fret and hit that string basically as hard as you can. You want to try and make it snap back against the fretboard and stop it immediately. Stop! And then, if you use the 3rd finger for that, replace it with the middle finger, or you can just use the middle finger for that, because now what you're going to do is pick that string again and slide it down 1 fret at a time, 3 to 2 to 1, and pull off to open. And then hit 6th string 1st fret. And it tracks the syllables of the lyric. Stop and think it over. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Let's come from the D7. The thought of leaving you, I stop and think it over. That's your ending. Good luck with it. It's a lot of work, but it really does repay the effort. It's a lot of fun to play too. That's Overs.